Happy Halloween, guys.
All right, we are live. What's going on, Nooner Nation? Podcast for Nooners by Nooners, and we've got the last episode of Spooky Season 2022 pre-recorded. We're gonna give that a shot because my beard has turned noticeably grayer in the last year, trying to get guests on live every Thursday night. So I'm gonna try to pre-record these, release them around noon on Monday, probably noon Eastern time, because the other people go live at noon Central time, and it'd actually be like more of a nooner thing, right? So, again, happy Halloween, everyone.
Yes.
We got a first-time podcaster on as well.
Hey.
We'll introduce my Zoomer sister-in-law here in a second, but
I would say like zillennial, okay? Not a Zoomer.
nah, you're a Zoomer.
Is a Zoomer...
What's a Zoomer?
I don't know. I've never heard
A
of that.
Gen Z person.
I'm not...
I don't
I'm
think
not
she's
a Gen Z person.
No.
Your clothes and dating habits are very Zoomerish.
True.
I suppose.
That's true.
But my music taste...
Is very.
Right. You've recognized that Zoomer music sucks.
Well,
Yeah,
not
it's
all of it, but yeah.
Most of it. 90% of
The
it.
true rap
Like
classics.
all the like SoundCloud rappers with like they don't even have names. It's just like a bunch of
It's like
letters
a bunch
strung
of
together.
numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, like I think Tekashi 6ix9ine is probably like the last one
Isn't
to
he in
have it.
prison?
I think he got out, right?
Free, yeah, I remember
I
that
thought
being
he
a thing.
died.
It was like free 6ix9ine.
Oh.
I think there's a conspiracy that he was cloned too. So who knows?
Of course.
Who
Yeah.
knows?
All right, like everybody else.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Kevin Hart was apparently cloned.
I doubt
He
that.
went on air and said it.
Well, he's rich enough. He probably is cloned.
He's also a professional comedian.
Yeah, it's true.
It didn't strike me as comedy.
This fake blood is going to drive me fucking up the walls. So
Just-
we're going to address that after the episode. So
get a hot
we're in
clip of Stacey
costume.
Boyle.
We're going out. Vicky, my sister-in-law, Stacy's sister. Victoria. I've known her since since she was 9. So
Yes.
it's always been Vicky.
Yeah.
Can I at least do Vic?
I
A
do
lot of people call me Vic. That's exactly what, when I went to work out at Lifetime, he's like, can I just call you Vic? I was like, okay.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Victoria is
Victoria.
so like
It's a
formal
long-
and
Oh, it's so long. Why are people so lazy? Say it.
like Victoria makes you sound like you're like a half Brazilian Karen.
I'm more
Like
like,
it's
a...
Victoria.
I'm thinking like a
really
like a
obvious,
Queen
though.
Victoria is
I
what
like
I'm...
Victoria.
Yeah.
Yeah. You say that, but if you knew her like I have my whole life, we've always called her Vicky. So then when she got older, she's like, I want to be Victoria, which I kind of get, but also I'm like, I've known
I don't
you
want to be... That is
as
my name. Victoria
Vicky
is my
the
name.
whole like yeah. Even like my kids call her Vicky. They don't even call her Victoria.
Yeah, and Stacy has a Victoria tattoo in Chinese calligraphy on her ankle, and then
Don't we all?
she met a Chinese person, and he was like, "Yeah, it doesn't really say Victoria."
It says victory, which is the same thing. Okay, so
Yeah.
I know when people see my tattoo, they're like, "Oh, I'm so sorry for your sister's loss." I'm like, oh no, she didn't die. I'm just so in love with her that I have a tattoo of her name on it. God, now thinking about it, that is so.
Well, you originally wanted it on your neck, and I talked you out of that.
I
Thank God.
did.
That was back in your trashy days.
Was that before or after?
I'll
my
get a
tramp
tattoo
stamp?
of your name.
I think that was the same time as your tramp stamp. You had that friend who was the tattoo person.
Would you get a tattoo of my name?
Like in Russian? Or is that
Russian?
too soon?
Why?
Why Russian?
Too soon?
Like why?
Ukrainian?
Why?
I don't know.
Why not English?
Well, I mean,
I am not getting your name in Stacy on my anywhere.
People think your name is Stacy.
Well,
I
I
can just
mean,
make
like-
it up every time what it is.
I mean, well, in reality, it's her doing it in Russian Cyrillics is no stupider than you doing yours in Chinese calligraphy.
Mm-hmm.
You're not Chinese. No part of you is Chinese.
No,
We don't know that.
that's true.
Megan, do you have any
Given-
tattoos?
Do I have any tattoos?
Oh, duh. I mean,
No.
is it real?
That's just a sleeve. That
They make
she's
those
wearing.
cool like nylon sleeves now.
I want to get a
No,
sleeve
these,
so bad.
these are all real. And I have both of my siblings tattooed on me.
You get it done.
But
Look.
is it? Yeah, but it's in English, right?
And cursive, but that's basically Chinese now to these kids
True.
these days.
That's true.
I mean, do
yeah.
any of you guys know what this says? Probably not.
No.
That's
No,
cursive.
that looks like somebody just drew a line with a pen on your arm.
They
I can't
did.
even see.
You're right. It's not a real tattoo.
My And it's interesting because my sister's name is Devin, but it's spelled with a Y, and then my brother's name is obviously not obviously, it's a dude's name, right? So it's Jason. So when
But
I'm
spelled
on
with
like
a Y.
no, the normal way. But when I'm on dates and stuff, they're like, who's Jason? And I'm like, that's my brother. And like I got them when I was in the military and like gone all the time, and I was like pretty homesick when I got them, and my sister was born. So that's when I got them both.
Yeah.
So great. Well, like I said, last episode of Spooky Season 2022, and just like we did last year, it's a ladies' night. Obviously, I'm outnumbered by people that think their votes matter. But anyways, so
Nothing matters.
Gender doesn't matter.
yeah, this year I'm joined by the Neuter Nation's favorite two big-titted goth chicks.
Yay.
We've got
Share some,
we've got
please.
Megan and Charlie. Also, Charlie, also known as David Carradine's belt. No belt tonight, Charlie?
I'm the devil tonight.
Well, you did a good devil. The eye makeup is awesome.
That looks really good.
Thanks. I was like almost crying in the bathroom trying to put on these stupid fucking magnetic lashes. I don't know who the fuck thought those were a good
Oh,
idea.
damn. Good thing you
I'm glad
didn't.
I
They're my favorite.
I
What's-
cannot get them. Like it's like the two that you click together on
Uh-huh.
your
Oh
eyelash.
no.
Yeah, that shit.
Yeah.
Because I have the one that like I forget what it's called, but it has like the eyeliner that it sticks to. That's great, except the eyeliner dried up. So I'm like, motherfucker. So I was trying to use these like two clasp magnetic ones. I got the left one like perfect, and the right one I was like, and I couldn't get it, so I just like ripped them off. And I was like, probably won't be able to fucking tell anyway. Fuck it, we'll do it live.
Or were yours magnetic? Or yours like
no,
stick on?
mine's just the glue. But I was gonna get magnetic, but I didn't want to spend the money, so I was like, I'll get the glue. It's cheaper. Like it's one time. Like maybe next time I might do it, but no.
Yeah,
It
I
was
can't
fun.
remember that one, that brand of the one that I have. I know it was a really popular one, and I loved it. It did great with like the magnetic eyeliner. It's just
Yeah.
it didn't last as long as I need because I don't do eyelashes often.
Yeah, I never do them actually. It's like the first time that I'm wearing fake eyelashes and no glasses, so I can't even see your makeup. So, but I'm sure it looks great. Like,
Yeah, with your
Right? So it's just like it's fine.
with your vampire fangs into, you sound like the chick from Josie and the Pussycats
I
movie.
know, but I'm
Oh,
trying
Parker Posey.
Parker Posey.
To, yes, I'm trying to talk.
I just
like-
want to be pretty.
Yeah, you get that lisp.
Mhm.
I'm badass. Okay.
Bad-
Do you think there is a there's got to be a vampire out there with a lisp?
Mhm.
Cut his
Probably.
tongue like on his first vampire outing, and now can't heal.
Maybe, or like I don't know, do vampires bite their own tongues sometimes?
Ooh.
I mean, they
No.
heal.
Mm.
They heal themselves. So.
Yeah, like the chick on
That regeneration.
True Blood, it was like a virgin forever.
Oh my god, I
Oh,
love
yeah.
True Blood.
Oh yeah, that
What
poor
the-
girl.
Jessica.
The redheaded chick, Jessica, who
Wait, yeah,
was
but
banging the dude from
True
911
Blood
Lone
is
Star.
from Sookie.
Yes.
I love that.
What is that?
True
Yes.
Blood's, like a vampire. You should watch
It's on
it. You'll love it.
HBO. It's like super. For some reason, like it's so just like campy and dumb that it turns out to just be really good.
Yeah.
Well, it was like made in the 2000s, like the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Of course, it's going to be that.
And like they tried to make what's her name? What's the main chick's the actress?
Anna
Sookie.
Paquin.
Anna Paquin. Like they tried to make her like really hot, and she's okay.
Mhm.
But anyways, also Charlie, you're late. We're also joined by my sister-in-law, Victoria.
Hello.
What outfit are you rocking?
I'm
tonight?
Rue from Euphoria, but I don't know. It's kind of, I don't know. When she's like going detective mode and she's like manic and off the shits on some drugs, I don't even know. But she's manic and her hair's like all messy, and yeah, it's just an iconic scene from Euphoria. So
Yeah. If you know, you know.
if you know, you know. If you don't, then I'm just a sheriff.
I was going to say Walking Dead. What's that dude?
The Rick. Yeah.
Oh,
Coral.
Yeah, I guess.
I'm
I
whatever
guess.
you want to be.
I
I'm
guess
whatever
if
you want.
Coral. I just need you to say Coral.
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 Coral. I don't know.
I'm doing stuff. Things.
God, how many seasons are
I think it's the
Walking
last
Dead?
one, right?
I hope so.
A lot.
It's like the next Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah,
Who just
I know. Never.
Well, I think
stops.
this is the
going.
last season, but then they're doing like a spin-off with Norman Reedus's character,
Uh-huh.
and then
Daryl.
there was supposed to be like movies with Andrew Lincoln in them. I don't know whatever happened to those, but yeah, I don't know. But anyways, yeah, Halloween. Are you ladies doing anything for Halloween this weekend?
come to my party.
Yep.
I don't know. Do you think I can find a dude so I can shove this little thing up his pee hole?
Absolutely,
sound
I know
dance?
a guy.
Well,
think that'll
Megan, I don't know if you saw the last episode we did where Charlie talked about her experience where a man came in with like chlamydia in his
No,
colostomy
we
hole.
were talking about our worst hospital stories,
Yeah.
and that was one that I had heard, and I was like, "That's fucking
Oh,
disgusting."
you heard? Yeah, a guy.
Yeah.
Essentially, Vicky. There's the Philly steamroller, or no, the
Wait,
Philly
I've heard
the
of
Philly
that.
sidecar.
Oh, I've heard
The
of a
Philly
steamroller.
sidecar.
Okay,
And
that's different.
apparently, this man at this hospital that Charlie worked at had been tricking out his colostomy hole.
Okay. Okay, I think I've seen that on what's that one show where it's like the ER horror
Oh,
stories
yeah,
and they
yeah,
go
yeah,
and they're
yeah,
like,
yeah.
stop shoving things up your ass. So what did he do?
He would allow people to, and Charlie, correct me if I'm wrong, he would accept money to let men stick their dicks in his colostomy hole.
Okay.
Why?
Yep.
Why?
Why anything? I
Why
don't know.
not?
Well, I mean,
Why
it's taking it up the pooper.
I mean,
I
true.
guess.
I mean, well, you kind of are, ish. Just
Yeah.
further upstream.
But, like
Less nerves.
sick from
That's
that.
nerves.
Like you could get septic from that.
Well, he got like
Uh-huh.
chlamydia, right, or something,
Yeah, he had an STD in it. He was sick. It was bad.
which then brought us to, not to like recap last time, but like that also brought us to blowholing, which is when a guy sticks his dick in somebody's trachea hole.
Like those people
Ew.
that have like
Yeah.
that smoke cigarettes and they're
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah.
How big are those trachea holes?
They're not
find
that
out.
big.
Well, they're not that big, but also like if a guy out there's rocking a dick that can't fit into a trachea hole, he's probably not paying somebody to stick his dick in a trachea hole.
True.
mm-hmm.
You know,
Facts.
people are into weird things, but that's
I want to know exactly how many times that happened and how well that, because like it's not like your dick's gonna go in and go down their throat. It's gonna go to the back of the throat. So
Well,
What types of places are these things
There's
happening?
not a lot of stretch here.
Glory hole?
well, it is also a hole through your trachea, which is cartilage. So it probably just gets right.
Hard,
It's probably
yeah.
just the head, if anything.
but
But then
apparently,
you also suffocating that person every time that happens.
Right. The sacrifice.
well, apparently
of
what
that.
what they're supposed to do is breathe really heavy. The person.
Stop.
like that.
So Vicky's high, and this is her first podcast. She's interested in podcasting, so I said, "Come on," because it's not going to get any more fucked up than this. So
Yeah.
I'm enjoying
Probably,
it.
I mean, well, it could, but probably won't.
not on YouTube, it won't
Not on the
on
internet. Yeah, exactly.
have some sort of podcast for the dark web.
That's actually
That would have to do with like high heels and puppies.
Yeah,
Oh God.
yeah, like
That's
just like
nothing that anybody wants to see.
yeah, it'd be kind of like at that point you're better off doing OnlyFans than just like yeah coming out in high heels and be like and today and talking about like your experience of like what puppy you drowned that day in
Ugh.
in a Yeti cooler. Be like, man, that
No,
cool-
there was like a specific thing where like this girl was crunching puppies in the high heels. Like she was
my
That
God.
is-
stepping on them in the heel.
Oh.
How can you do that?
I know.
I
A lot
know.
of people do fucked up shit for money.
I hope she gets.
I would rather like yeah, I would accept a lady like stepping on somebody's balls in high heels over somebody doing
That's
it with a puppy.
normal though. Like that's a thing.
Well, it's
Foreplay, if you will.
it's normal-ish,
Yeah.
I mean, that's just what CEOs like. It's no big deal.
Yeah, Robert Kraft, probably like some Chinese lady, little dainty Chinese lady stepping on his old nuts.
Oh no.
I worked with a girl who a guy like paid. She was a vet. She's a vet tech. And I worked with her at a previous clinic that I worked at, and she would tell me that what is that fucking site? Oh, Seeking Arrangements.
Mm.
Oh
It's like
no.
a sugar baby, sugar daddy
Mhm.
site, and this dude would pay her so much money to step on his dick in high heels.
Oh, you have a story about that.
How much money?
Not like that.
How much, Vicky? Well, Vic. So
My friend.
Victoria is she's young. What are you, 22?
I'm 24, about to be 25, and I am an
Oof, not
avid
cool.
observer of friends that do a lot of that stuff.
So I
And
keep
it
telling
never
her
turns
like
out well.
OnlyFans sugar
It never
daddies.
turns out well.
I mean, how much money would it take to like if what's the number? Some dude on the internet is like, hey, I'll buy the heels. They'll be Louboutins. They'll have the red
to
soles.
step on their balls?
Yeah, step on their balls.
I don't need money to do that. I would do that for free. But
Thing
anything
is,
weird,
you don't want to meet these guys in person.
Right.
I guess. Can I have a weapon on me?
Transaction.
Of course.
Like a machete?
They never said anything. They didn't say you had to be naked.
Okay. Yeah. I'd do it for free.
You know, if
For
you just came with your BB gun, like they think it's a real
I would
gun.
come in with like a rifle. Just for
They
precautionary
might like that,
reasons.
Yeah.
actually.
No.
If some dude's getting his balls stepped on, I'm assuming he's just like wants to be dominated to the point like, oh, you want to hold a rifle too while you do it? Like, I
Right.
don't fucking care.
Just put me out of my
Just
misery.
put it in my mouth. What the fuck do I care? Just step on my balls, bitch.
Call me Kurt Cobain and blow my brains
Blow my-
out.
Right.
Yeah. Oof. But
That's rough.
yeah, the internet's a weird place for sure, for
Oh, yes.
sure. But anyways, back to Halloween. What are you ladies doing for Halloween?
Yes.
Is.
No.
I'm going to my friend's house and just like we're just like bringing food and hanging out because we're kind of old and like have work and Halloween's on a Monday, so we're doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Halloween is on a Monday, so this actually will air on Monday. So
Yeah.
we're recording this on Saturday night, but we're after this we got a hard out at 7 for this. We gotta go to Victoria's house,
Mhm.
Okay, I'm sorry.
and she's having her first Halloween party in the new spot. So,
Yeah.
Yay!
Fun.
and speaking of new spots, this is our first Halloween in the new house. So,
Oh, yeah.
so we got big dick in the neighbors. So I went and bought like
He did.
30 full-size packs of the sour straws
Oh my god, you would.
Oh, he did.
You would.
And
and a
Can I have
bucket
some?
of Fireball.
I know.
For the parents?
Yeah.
Ooh.
No, for the kids.
Yeah, for the kids.
I know Stacy's like, are you just gonna give those to the kids? They'd be like, give that to your parents. I was like, I'll end
Yeah.
up in jail. Like, no, there has to be an
Yeah.
adult present. To,
Yeah.
like, oh, here you go. Hey there, 12-year-old kid. Like, make sure you give this to your parents.
Yeah.
Well, that's a bit old. It's probably more
Trick,
like
trick or treating, right?
A trick or treat was like so much
12 is not old
You
for
would.
trick or treating.
No?
I would.
I'm not too old,
Well,
but
maybe
well
not.
into
Maybe
my
not.
high
I
school
really
years.
actually don't know.
No, like if if a group of 18-year-old girls show up dressed up, I'll be like, here, have some Fireball,
Here.
have fun.
Mhm, you would.
Maybe
Yeah.
where are your parents? They probably not around, which led you here.
Times are different though, I think now, because I definitely trick or treated well into my high school years, which is very embarrassing. But it's because there was nothing really else to do at the like.
Yeah, because you couldn't go to a party. You're
yeah,
too
and
young.
I just
then-
remember cops like in high school were insane. Like it was just guaranteed.
Yeah.
Like your night was gonna be busted early just because.
yeah.
I almost
Go trick or treating.
party underage drinking.
What
What'd
was
you
that? Sorry.
I got busted at a Halloween party underage drinking when I was like 18, and I got out of the underage because before I joined the Navy, I was actually going to join the Army, and I had like an Army DEP card, which is the delayed entry program card, and I just like showed it to the cops and called my recruiter, who was like also a creep, and I was like, hey man, like, can you get me out of this? And he was like, sure. And they talked to the cops, and they were like, get a fucking ride home and get the hell out of here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's nice.
that's nice.
I was drinking Four Loko too.
Oof, the original Four Loco?
Bring me back to 07.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I can't hate on a Four Loco. I mean, I don't drink them, but like if you really just need a cheap, quick drink, that's the way to go.
Well, you don't like I don't even know if you've been around like the original Four Loco.
Did they ban them?
Yeah.
It had like ephedra and shit in it. Like,
Yeah, it had like some.
Well, even the
People
ones they have
died.
now though are still insane. They're like 15%.
no, it's like a
Yeah.
Red Bull vodka. You know,
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
the
Two
original
of those, I'm for sure. Bought.
original Four Loco is like a can full of vodka mixed with like
Cocaine.
A
cocaine.
battery.
Maybe fentanyl. Who knows?
Probably.
It was a wild night.
Yeah.
It was wild.
Like if somebody,
I-
if somebody Go ahead.
Thankfully, I only remember seeing people drink those and then watching their night.
Mhm. So you learned, smart girl,
Fuck
smart
they
girl.
got and the decisions that they made with the people that they made them with. It's like, oh
Yeah.
shit.
Mhm.
Yeah,
On
well,
that Four Loko works, yeah.
yeah. Welcome.
That's
That's like that just explains like my entire like high school drug career. Like I was always like late to parties, so I'd show up to the parties like I'd be like, "We're dropping acid for the first time," and I'd get there like an hour after they dropped acid. Like, well, he's like climbing up to the top of a 100-foot pine tree. Like, I don't think acid's my thing,
Yeah.
you know? Or like, oh, like I get there like, man, we just did so much coke. Like, you're being really annoying, so maybe I'm not gonna do coke,
Yeah.
you know? But yeah, same with
Different
Four
as the
Loko.
observer.
Mm-hmm.
The original Four Loko, and then Sparks. I don't know if any of you like Megan might be old enough. Do you remember Sparks?
Yes.
Oh, I do too.
Yeah, I got way too fucked. I like bonged like 2 of those in high school, and I was like, I don't know if I need to pass out, throw up, or my heart's gonna explode. But yeah, that's enough of that.
You
I heard,
reach like a level of dehydration where you feel your arteries like struggling.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's
Oh yeah,
So
this is our me and Stacy's first adult Halloween party,
Yeah.
and my mom has the kids tonight, so I fully plan on feeling that level of dehydration at some point tonight.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I want my
Hopefully-
liver to fall out of my
Hopefully
butt tonight.
the Ubers aren't going to be.
IV.
Yeah.
I have some. I
What?
bought some.
What?
Yes, I have
What?
6 liquid IVs. They are
Expensive.
lifesavers.
We have a box of them.
Yeah.
They're
Costco.
lifesaver. I thought
Yeah.
they were just like some facade. Like
Get
blah,
on
blah,
the
blah.
bus, Vicky.
I stand by them because I took them for a tailgate, which way too old to be doing, but I did it
Yeah.
a couple weeks ago. And I absolutely blacked the fuck out. But I drank one before, and when I woke up, I was like, oh, I can go to work right now. I feel great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
No.
nothing.
No, you're not too old to tailgate. Tailgating is the old people reason to black out.
There's 2 types of tailgates though. There is the like college tailgate where it's just like muddy, people are sliding,
Yeah.
sloppy, and that's kind of where I was
Like
because
you
it was
were
on
in
Melrose.
freshman?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's the tailgating where people just like have their, campers out or whatever. That's fun and they're
So-
grilling out, but
So here's the thing: age has nothing to do with that. Essentially, what you're describing is the difference between poor tailgating and rich tailgating.
Yeah.
I guess no one I know has a freaking like spot to cook out at though.
Well,
so
maybe,
I'm just over
maybe
here
the
snatching
Sugar
hot
Daddy
dogs from
website.
people.
You get
No,
the Sugar Daddy
no,
website.
because my
A good
friend
way
had,
to meet old single men.
Yeah, the camper down at Kansas City.
the only
Arrowhead
time I
Stadium?
might do any of that type of stuff is if it's the type where you like get to roast the guy and you get money for it. And they're like,
That's big.
Like you
Please.
piece of shit.
yeah,
Like you,
Yeah, the
You
depravity
small-
stuff.
you small
you
dick.
know, dick have.
Oh,
You piece of garbage.
but that is
yes.
that like
I know it is.
we talked about that yesterday. Like the people that like I've met that have OnlyFans, like, oh yeah, like all the private stuff people want me to do is like, oh, like I'm gonna send you a picture of my dick, just like
Tell me how
tell
small
me
it
how
is.
small and useless my fucking dick is.
I don't get
Yeah.
that.
I
I
don't know.
really
I
don't get
need a
that.
lot of money to do that.
Did you get like so Megan had an OnlyFans for a while? Did you have that? Did people ask you for that all the time?
Yeah, and like it wasn't even through OnlyFans. It was on Instagram mostly, and like I was like fine, and then like people also think I'm not. Anyway, never mind. But anyway, like they would send me their dick and then be like, I want to give you money. I want to be your cuck, like all this stuff. And I'm like, hey man, like I'm not even fucking on a camera right now. Like it's like a whole thing, but they would give you money. And some dicks, like I'm like, this has to be in a medical textbook because this is
Scary.
there should be like a surgery fund or something for these people because I almost feel really bad. Like it's one of them looked like like sausage casings like before they tie it off.
Oh, yeah.
It
Uh-huh.
was like a micro dick with like, anyways, it was that's one of them. It was wild. I'm forever scarred. And then like now when I'm like sleeping with someone new or I'm like dating somebody and it's like the first time, I'm just kind of like, please
Is
don't.
that situation happening in their
Sausage
pants?
wiener?
Yeah, like it goes through my mind. I'm like, oh my God, like is this guy's dick gonna be super weird looking and small? Because now I feel like it's more common than it really is probably. I don't know. I'm like scarred for life. Never again.
Yeah, I can see that. So obviously, you've seen your fair share of dicks. I still haven't brought up the nerve to look up the Harvey Weinstein thing. Apparently, his dick is all sorts of fucking weird looking.
Huh.
Isn't Bill Clinton's too?
I don't know, but
Got a strict.
Harvey Weinstein like apparently got some sort of like fungal infection in his like in
Man,
his
you hate to
sack,
see it.
and they had to take his testicles from his scrotum and then sew them into his thigh,
Wow.
Which, like,
which he deserves. But
not something that you can just do. Like, the plumbing in that area of the body is very intricate. So I'm like,
Mhm.
because I heard them say that on Drinker Bros, and I was like, let's back up because that is not just an easy thing to do. It's like,
what I'm assuming is what they did is they took skin from the inside of his thigh and like stretched it over to create like a new scrotum.
Ew.
Mhm.
Why didn't they just
I
cut
thought
it
they
off
said they put his
altogether?
testicle in his leg though.
I don't know. I can't look it up. Like the dude's already disgusting enough. I don't need to see somebody's like.
Well, now you have to.
Nuts
The people
sewn
want to
in
Unless
know.
his
they just
I
like
know.
pushed it up.
But did
in, like,
Megan
the
look it up?
inguinal area where it's like
Oh.
in the groin area.
I mean, he was
it's
already
easy.
having to get like shots in his dick to get hard.
Ugh,
So,
that's sad.
Megan, are you looking at it right now?
I'm looking at the court sketches because I guess his PR team obviously wiped the internet of any possible penis footage. But like, the court sketch is he looks like it's fucking gross, dude. This man,
Oh
Okay.
gosh.
Okay.
he looks like a really pale Shrek with like a pumpkin belly. And then like his dick and stuff, they kind of like smudged it or like sketched around it.
Oh, so then here, pull it up to the camera. We can show that on YouTube then.
Harvey Weinstein
That's the-
wiener? Like, what did we
That's the other thing about these like fat guys. Like their dick gets covered up by their bellies. Like I had to do
Yeah.
testiculars all
Okay.
the time on all kinds
I'll
of
show you,
dudes.
Stace.
It's
Yeah, I can't see.
not always easy to see what's going on down there.
Yeah, I know. Like
That's what they're called.
they're what?
It's called a dicky do because their stomach sticks out further
Oh, I know what that. Yeah.
Not
Okay.
familiar.
Really? Oh,
I'm-
you wouldn't know.
I'm
but
very thin.
I know.
Even when I get skinny fat, I can still see my dick.
I know.
I'm also tall and
Same.
thin, so hard to miss.
Mm-hmm.
I would show you, Stace, but you can't see. I'm sorry.
I know. Maybe
But-
later.
You're missing out on this one.
Which actually brings me up to my next thing, which I was
Mhm.
thought about because apparently Stacy and Victoria were talking one night, and apparently, to my great shock, the two of them seem to think manscaping is
No.
incredibly uncommon.
No, that's not true. Back it up a little bit. I don't think it's uncommon. I have been with men that manscape. When Victoria and I were talking about it, she has never, and so she was talking about how like she just didn't understand the concept of it, and I said, well, I mean, you're not the first. Bill manscapes, by the way.
my ex. had
Sean
an
did?
ex that- I mean, not all the time, but sometimes it was just like I was like, "That's disrespectful. That's disrespectful." Get
Really?
that out of
I
my
actually.
face."
So at first, I will say because you were the first manscape guy, but I've seen him since then, and well, not since then. I mean, obviously.
When
but,
people say
you know.
Manscaped, are we talking about like the brand Manscaped? Like you're
No.
getting the.
No, like you're
No.
shaving.
I
Like,
know,
you
I know,
shave
I know,
down
but
there.
like, okay.
Like you trim it up,
You're
dude.
not,
trim it and then
making any
like also
designs in it
shave
or
it.
anything. Okay.
Sometimes you could.
Okay,
I
something
mean, a lightning
crazy.
bolt or something every once in
Right,
a while.
right.
Feeling
Okay,
froggy.
ciao, ka-chow.
Calm down.
Good
But
job.
That's a little too close to Nazis, Bill. You need to tape.
I,
No. You're up here. You need to be down here with the lightning bolt shit.
Hey,
I know.
this dick gonna cause a holocaust.
Don't ever say that again.
Yeah, I might have to edit that one.
You're the
out.
new yay.
It's gonna cause people to
You're the yay for
die
that.
or to kill themselves. Once again, you're up here. You need to be down here, man.
yeah, I mean, I will say at first when I first saw like a manscape, I was like what? I was so like confused because like it's always been known that women like or
Mhm.
at least back in the day because I mean Bill and I have been dating since like '07, so back in the day it was like females were supposed to take care of that, and then I was like, oh, but I will say I've had it both ways. I definitely prefer a manscape.
Right.
Like it's so much cleaner and just like it's not like so like sweaty. It's just
But
like
that's what
ugh.
I'm like. Ew, like who wants all that hair? I keep my shit like one of those hairless cats.
Okay, calm down. Like, it's not like this. It's
It's
definitely not
like
like
you get
that.
to like pick. You're like picking hairs out of your
Like a
teeth,
little
and you're like,
child.
I know.
This is my life. Oh my god. Oh
Mhm.
my god.
But like, have you ladies? I mean, Megan apparently has seen a lot of dicks in her time. So, like,
I've most dudes don't manscape to the level where it's like shaved down completely, at least in my experience.
Oh yeah, no. Mm-mm.
It's like just like trimmed so it's not wild.
Right. Yeah.
And not like a twig in a bush. It's more like a twig and maybe like some nice grass or something.
Mhm.
yeah, like some fairway. He's got a
Yeah.
little fairway.
Mhm.
You know, and that's pretty much like, I mean, you know.
Yeah, I go landing strip nowadays just because full shorn,
There's
like
sorry.
full shorn, like where my
Go
underwear
landing
line is and stuff. It gets really irritated. Like,
Yeah, and like that stubble turns into like sandpaper.
Would you be
like,
scared if it was bald? Like just one day bald?
I've done that.
Oh,
I
he's
do that all
done
the
that
time.
before, actually.
Oh, okay.
He
I
will
didn't know.
even shave his balls.
I always
well,
shave my
yes,
balls.
you should.
Oh.
Who wants hairy balls in their mouth?
I don't know. I'm just saying.
Who wants
I
hairy
don't
balls
know.
in general? It isn't like
I keep my
tickle your
ass
ass.
shaved just in case she gets a wild hair.
Woohoo.
You know.
Nope, no.
A wild hand?
Hair.
Oh.
Which,
Wild
Either or.
fist?
I mean,
I don't know.
it works.
like, scarred.
Yeah.
Like Mom with Tyler. Just kidding.
I can't.
Hey, no inside jokes on podcast, guys.
Yeah,
There
you're
was
right.
this one
Get
time
with it.
I'm sorry.
where my
But no,
ex
I
was
could-
talking. Oh,
Go ahead. Oh yeah, I go full shear twice a year. You know.
Well,
That's
shoot,
a
twice
saying.
a year, I'll tell you what.
I'll
like a
tell you
cashew.
what. You're both from Texas. You love propane and steak.
with
Lay
A1?
down.
I do not like propane. If you cook a steak with propane, I'm gonna light you on fire.
I
with
know.
it.
I actually don't like propane either, which is makes me really sad and conflicted because I love King of the Hill.
Mm.
I
That's
remember
one of my
watching King
favorite episodes are the ones when Peggy and Luann start eating burgers that
Oh, yeah.
are made with charcoal, and they're like, "Oh my god,
Yeah, they have to hide it. They have to hide like
Yeah.
they're cheating on Hank.
like,
Yeah.
I can't go back. I can't go back." And they're like, "We have to." And Peggy's like, "I love you so much. I will not eat the good food." And it's just like, yeah, propane sucks.
Yeah, it's for lazy people. But what your ex boyfriend what was a hairy butthole guy or something?
I mean, definitely, but
Oh,
hope,
tomorrow,
hope you
right?
never
It's
see
like
this. If you do see this, sorry. No, I forgot. What was I gonna say? He said something about a landing strip being like okay, and I can't get past that because I'm mom. I just can't get past that
Oh,
because it
'cause
just
our
reminds
mom-
me. And so I was like, no,
Yeah.
no.
Wait, the reference you're talking
Also,
about
how do you
is
keep it like
that our
straight?
inside
The
joke?
fuck?
I don't know. No, I was talking about she brought something up about ex boyfriend landing strip thing.
Yes,
Oh,
that's what it
oh,
was. Now I
oh,
just
oh,
explained
okay.
it. Mhm.
Okay.
So I'm
sorry.
assuming you have some issues with landing strips because of your mother, which is
It's trauma. We're not gonna talk about the trauma.
motherhood
We're not
trauma.
gonna talk about Mexico. Sorry, mom.
Oh yeah, yeah. You walked in on your parents having sex on a balcony
It was
in Mexico.
terrifying. The worst
It
thing I've
was
ever
just-
seen in my entire life.
Yeah.
Like two ogres in the mud.
Mhm. Ugh.
Yeah.
I know. I know.
You know. You
Ugh.
know exactly what I'm talking about.
That's an image you can never scrub from your
I
brain.
wish I
And
could.
sadly, we've seen that image growing
Multiple
up,
times.
like
Multiple-
15, because they're the type that would like have sex like with their doors wide open,
Mhm.
and we would just lay in bed. I remember like I would
Maybe that's their fantasy.
lay. I know. Like I would remember like
That's their
laying in
kink.
bed.
That's
Getting
their kink.
caught.
Yeah, let's fuck these
Maybe.
kids up.
Like why? Like why would you not
I
at
think
least close
I think
the door?
DSS will have something to say about that kink.
Okay, well,
Her
they
social
should-
security card. Okay, never mind.
They should have came back. They should have came like 15 years ago. So
Mm-hmm.
they done fucked up at this point. But
well,
yeah,
they were coming 15 years ago
And they still are,
with the doors open.
unfortunately.
I know. I just remember like putting my head like underneath my pillow and like just like please stop. Please
I remember
stop,
the
please
first
stop,
time I ever
like,
heard it, I journaled
stop.
about it. That's how that's how lonely I was. I was like, dear journal, fuck me, dude. It's 12
I
a.m.
heard my parents
I'm
having
scared.
I know, and like total TMI, but like our mom is like so disgustingly loud. It's like come on, it could not be that fucking good. Like give me a break.
Like right off the bat too. It's just I'm
I
like,
know.
For what?
I know. And he probably
Nothing's
just
happening
took
yet.
her underwear off.
You just kissed.
He's probably like, why are you being so dramatic right now?
Maybe it was a surprise finger in the butt or something.
No.
she's very anti. Like, oh no.
That's weird. We know about her, what she likes, and what she
know,
doesn't.
I
like.
know.
Oh no, I know way too much about my parents.
And now you know too much about our parents. So welcome.
I don't have like parents. I just have a mom, and she was banging a dude one time, and it was like shaking my dresser.
Oh,
Ugh.
the audacity.
Which means
Yeah.
her. I guess her room was like right next to your room.
Yes.
Like you shared a wall. Oh, that's horrible.
But I will ask, as an adult now, obviously traumatizing to you as a child. As an adult looking back, aren't you kind of like, at least mom was getting it?
Get it, mom.
Right.
No.
Well, the thing is like my mom is real young. She had me. She was a single teen mom with me. And so I think about like what kind of age she was at that time. So she was like in her mid 30s. So I'm
Yeah.
like,
She needed it.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, get it, you know?
Yep.
Like I'm not mad about it, but it was like fucking weird when you're like,
Yeah.
It's the
but now I'm
worst.
like, you know what? It's fine. Like,
Yeah.
Well, it's one thing. It's like, I'm sorry if you don't want to have to hear your child having sex one day. Don't make your freaking
Ew,
child
I would
make
kill
you
myself
hear.
if they ever.
No one wants to hear anyone having sex unless they're watching porn. Like,
I agree.
This is
do
true.
your best to make sure no one else fucking knows. Just
I
for
know.
courtesy.
I know. Yeah.
Like, have you ever heard it? Have you ever heard somebody like in a hotel having sex?
Mm-hmm.
I've heard my
No.
best friend having sex upstairs, and I'm
Me
like, sweet
too.
fucking nightmare. Like,
Oh, I mean,
finish already.
I've heard my best friend having sex because I was in the same room having sex.
Yeah.
Like,
At the same time, like it was my friend. It shouldn't have been happening, and I heard it, and I was like, no.
I kind of like hearing it because I think it's funny. Like afterwards, be
Uh
like,
huh.
I literally have a video of my friend, and I showed her. She's like, "Oh my god, delete that!" And I was like,
people
This is
that
what you
the
sound
people
like.
that I actually care about. It's gross, but I have heard other people at a boyfriend in college, and that was one of the funniest things I've ever fucking heard. Because we were all asleep, and it was just these two in the living room. But my ex's bedroom, I guess it was like a dining room technically, so there was no door. And we just hear this. It's literally,
Oh.
somebody's running in flip flops.
and then it ends, and then I just hear this girl say, "Is that it?"
Ooh.
Oh
Ooh.
no. Like
Everyone,
it was
ooh.
just, it was like, oh honey, he made you a human fleshlight is what just happened.
Yeah.
Mhm,
Ugh.
yeah.
She was so pissed, and I was laughing so hard because it's like, we've all been there, but like hearing that, oh god.
Oh
You
yeah.
felt her pain.
For
Oh, yeah.
sure, and I felt his too.
Oh, she knew what she was doing by
everyone
saying
heard.
that. She literally like,
Yeah, to scream that she
Like,
knew.
yeah,
They already
like-
hear us, so
oh
I might
yeah,
as well.
yeah. She's essentially like just Kali Ma, fucking Temple of Doom that dude's heart out of his fucking chest right then.
I mean, to a point, like, dude, like, you don't like jackhammer like that in the beginning, and then if you can't hold out, like, at
Right,
the point,
right,
it's kind
yeah.
of like, this was a learning lesson for you, bud.
Mm-hmm.
But
Oh,
at
yeah.
the same time, it's like he might have just been trying to get his, so it's just like, well, there's both of that. Like, they were
Yeah,
both hurt.
College fuckboy, like that show you like.
Love that show.
Tell me lies.
That's not. That's. I mean, he's like an adult. He's
Uh-huh.
outside of college, but he like target. I mean, he's what? a
Well, he's
senior?
a junior.
All right, we're not gonna talk
Oh.
about
Okay,
Whatever.
sorry.
Tell Me Lies
I was
because
actually
they're
gonna
obviously like.
mention,
Have you
though-
guys watched that show?
I've never heard of it.
You
Yeah,
would love
exactly.
It's on Hulu.
No,
you
would
love it.
Promise. That's all we're gonna say.
It's
You'd
like
love it.
Euphoria without hot people and
And you.
drugs.
And you. Have you guys seen you?
I never even saw Euphoria.
I've heard of you.
Oh,
You on
you'll love
Netflix is
You.
very good. With
You liked it.
I like you.
it's like a mixture of both.
It is.
So much so that whenever it comes on, I Soldier Boy. You. I
Like,
used
I've
to-
heard so much about it. It's like, I don't think I really even watch it because, like, I already know.
Yeah.
No,
I know so much. It's like, oh yeah.
You's pretty good.
Yeah, you's pretty dope. Euphoria. I watched the first season, and then like Stacy's
the
like
shit out of
Stacy started watching the second season. I was like, I can't watch high school kids.
That's the thing.
do
I
this
wish
much
it would be
shit. Like,
college.
Yeah.
I wish
That's
it would
what
be
I
college.
said. Why can't they be first year college students?
Yeah.
I mean, they
Yeah.
act like
Literally,
it. The
like
stuff
the
they do.
same year
Mhm.
as seniors in high school, so it's that same demographic. Have them be in fucking college.
Right.
Yeah.
Even
Especially with how
first-year college
scandalous it
kids,
is. I feel like they need to not
All
have
the
parents
drugs,
involved.
too.
Mhm.
yeah, and like, I mean, even the first season was fucking weird. Like, where like the very first episode, you have like some like 15-year-old transgendered kid just getting like completely railed out by some dude's dad.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, not saying that stuff doesn't happen. Like, I
Oh,
hope
of course it
high school
happens.
students that do stuff like that. But like, I can see like once again like an 18, 19-year-old doing something like that with an older person. Like once, like it just make him not in fucking high school, man. Like that's just so weird.
Oh, I know, because then it's like I get as a guy.
Sexualized minors like
Yeah.
that. That's
Yeah.
weird.
As a guy, like the sex
Yeah.
scenes with fucking Sydney Sweeney, I'm like, ooh, hot. I was like, oh, but she's supposed to be fucking 17. Like,
Yeah.
ugh.
Yeah, like that's especially if you're going to make a sexual-ish show, don't have it be fucking high schoolers, man. Like that's
Mhm.
creepy already.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't watch it, because I was like hearing all like what you guys are talking about, and I was like, we're watching shows sexualizing teenagers now. Not that they don't do that stuff, but
Yeah.
like,
Well, even outside of just like the sexualization of them, like just the things that happen on that show are just so fucking absurd.
Mhm.
And maybe if
Yes.
that's what high school is like now, we're homeschooling our fucking kids.
Oh yeah.
But like,
And see, that's the thing. I don't, especially for this generation. What is it like? Like Ross always says, like this generation just isn't having sex. I feel like there's
Zoomers, yeah.
something about it being like something about high school, because if you think about it, all the shows are in high school. You know, when we were growing up, not another teen movie, scary movie, all those motherfuckers are in high school.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Everyone's
the new guy.
always in high school, and right, and it's just kind of like, is there something that just triggers people? Like everyone has that connection, no matter what demographic you are, no matter where your background is. Like you went to school, you were in high school, you were in those grades, those ages, you were there. So it's like, is that something that everyone, because not everyone goes to college.
True. Maybe
Not everyone graduates high school, but at least to a point, most people get there. So it's like, is that just something that like everyone was at least in at some point in their life, and so it's like, this is the one thing that we can
Like,
that
All
we can
relate
tie-
to kind of thing.
maybe.
Yes,
Kind of.
yes,
yeah.
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 Maybe
Like,
how
that's the only thing that I can think of. That's like, why would you have it be minors?
Right. When they're not really minors,
no,
obviously.
but the premise of it is
right,
that
right,
they're
right. No, I
minors.
know.
Which
Yeah.
that is the only reason why I watched it. It's just, I'm like, these people are 25 years old.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I can watch this. They are not this age. It's not that weird because they're just playing this character. Like, you can separate it. That's how I had to do it.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed it. But at the same time, you're like, this is supposed to be like teenagers. Like, my niece is 15. I'm like, oh my God. Like, that's no.
Yeah.
That's what,
That's
no.
terrifying.
No.
Yeah, it's fucking weird. Which Vicky is Victoria
Call me whatever. Call me Vic.
is I call you Vic Susia. But yeah, like she's a Euphoria outfit thing for Halloween tonight. Is are any of your friends going to be Sydney Sweeney's character?
None of them have big enough tits to do that.
Nah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh, well, apparently none of her friends have big enough boobs to pull off that one.
But also, I would not be wearing a Euphoria costume if someone else was.
Yeah.
Oh,
But it's also dumb because this was a last minute costume actually that I'm wearing. I was going to be Pretty Woman again because that's what I did last year.
get under the mic.
Sorry. I was saying that last year I did Pretty Woman, that's what I was going to do this year, but then I just didn't really feel like it. So this was actually a last minute today costume that I got, which I'm happy with it, I guess.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, the pretty woman costume a little too close to your typical employment.
we're not going to talk about that. Find me on Court Ave. I'm just kidding. Although, did you guys hear about Shags? I mean, Nasty Bar, and probably
Oh, they got
very
shut
off
down.
top. They shut down because there was 30-year-old women like doing sexual acts in the middle of everyone, and someone got it on video, and they took their liquor license away. But I was kind of confused because I was like, "How's that Shag's fault?"
Well, when they shut down stuff like that, they're gonna take it. They're gonna it
just
it
go
goes
after
hand in hand. Yeah, you lose because you clearly you can't be
Yeah,
responsible.
you have to
so-
control the people that come into your bar.
Yeah.
I heard that she was like straight up eating this girl out in the middle of the
Oh
bar,
my
everyone.
I mean, if it's a
created
strip club,
circle.
nobody cares, but
Oh, it's not
Yeah.
a strip club. So
No.
that's why that bar scares me.
I've never been in it.
We'll
I've
go
been there.
tonight.
I guess I never will. Well, they got shut down. Like,
Oh, true.
rather go to like one of Des Moines' many incredible strip clubs, like the Lumberyard
Lumber
or
Yard.
Beach
Yeah.
Girls.
Both of those are scary. I went to one strip club ever in my life, and it was terrifying because, I mean, I'm cuter than a stripper. Iowa strippers. I mean, I'm not anything crazy. But when I got there, obviously I was just being nice, like cheering these girls on. And then suddenly it like flipped onto me, and all these guys were like, take your shirt off. And I was like, no, please, I have no tits. Like, you don't want to see this. If I had boobs, I would have fed into it. But I was like, please, 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 please don't take my shirt off. And this girl's like, get on stage. And I was like, no.
Man.
Oh, typically, if you're like a decent looking girl in a strip club, the girls want to go private dance.
Yeah,
Yeah,
which was
she
my
wasn't doing that with
experience the
me.
very first time I went to a strip club with Bill.
Yeah,
We
we've
went-
never been to a strip club together.
My
I keep trying to get you to go. You
so
wanna go?
well, it was because back in
I don't like
South
strip
Carolina.
clubs.
Well,
Go in
They're
Iowa
just
because it's
good.
funny. It's
Yeah.
just funny at that point.
I mean, I don't really like them either, but
You like the attention.
back in South Carolina, girls can get in at 18, guys had to be 21. And since Bill and I are a year apart, like he can never go with me, so I would just go. And I used to go to with my friends because my friend was a stripper, so that's why we would go. But this was back in my college days. But she worked at Platinum Plus in Charleston, South Carolina, and she was beautiful.
No free ads.
No. Wait, is that advertised?
Well, we're not going to shout out Platinum Plus in Charleston, South Carolina.
Anyways,
It was actually Southern Belle, by the way.
was it?
Nice.
Yes, Platinum Plus
Okay.
is in Greenville, South
All
Carolina.
right, whatever. Either or, we had the best time. We were there. I did get a ton of attention. I actually did make out with the stripper in a private room with a private lap dance, and yeah, it was really fun actually. So I do like strip clubs. I can't say I don't. But I would never go to one in Iowa. I
They're
would go to
disgusting.
somewhere
I
like in
can't say that. That's
Vegas
rude.
or
That's
like
not- Oh, it's Vegas.
Miami,
Vegas strip clubs are a lot different.
where
But
they're like actually hot. But yeah.
well, how are the West Texas strip clubs, Charlie?
Oh man, they're ratchet as fuck,
I can see that.
dude. They have their own condensation. I've been rained on in a fucking strip
Oh.
club. That's been super fun. It was
Yeesh.
gross. Like I felt like a
That's super
drop
gross.
on my arm, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And I was looking up, and I was right under the AC, and I just saw like it just had like water drops all over it. It was like, "Bleh."
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Get stripper water on me.
I thought she meant something else. I didn't know what she meant. I thought she meant
No,
like
no, no,
some
no,
girl like
like,
peed on
That was
her.
something else too, and I was like, just waiting it out before I reacted.
No,
Oh.
legit, like got rained on.
Oh my
Ugh.
god.
Gross.
Oh, like so I was looking for C-section scars. I didn't see any, so like at least there's that.
Oh, that's good.
Damn.
I have some stripper fucking stories, guys. If you want to like settle in.
Well, we gotta get out of here pretty soon. Give us your wildest one.
Okay,
close this
well,
one, please.
it would be definitely seeing another stripper finger another one, and then right after that, a dude stuck a dollar bill in the stripper's vagina.
Oh, I would be like, you know how dirty this is?
They're probably like, yeah.
That dollar bill I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about.
I mean, you would be until like you pull it out and it's like $100 bill, and you're like, okay, whatever.
Comes out like sparkling.
Right. But yeah, and I've had a few kiss me, and I had one asked for me to go to the back, and I was like, I'm not paying for that. And she was like, make your friend pay for it, and I'll do half. And so he did, and so it was at $20 for him and me. And she gave me a longer, better dance, and actually pulled my shirt down and licked my nipples. So I was like, oh shit.
Sounds like a
My
good use of
friend just saw my
$20.
tits. Like this is happening. That was the first time I ever felt a fake tit. She had a fake tit, and I was like, "Oh, cool." She's like, "Do you want to feel it?" And I was like, "Yes, I do."
And then you went and got yours.
Yeah, and I was like, "Hey, that doesn't feel bad. I'll definitely
Sign
let
me
people
up."
do that in the future." And then I finally did it. But
Yeah.
hers were the water, not saline.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
What's the
Mine are
difference?
silicone.
I mean, I know the
Water, and
material's
one's like
different.
a gel material.
But like, is water more like?
No, there's like a
real
saline and then
feeling?
a silicone, right?
yeah, like a gel.
Yeah.
Safer because the silicone will cause toxicity once they start to break down after a couple years,
Mhm.
Yeah.
and they'll get like encapsulated in scar tissue and shit. It's
Mhm.
really
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, we watch a lot of botch, so I'm pretty much a plastic surgeon
Yeah.
at this point.
Yeah.
Proud of you.
You know, I'm like, what? A dude getting calf implants? Doesn't he know that never works? Doesn't he know he's gonna get encapsulated and infected?
Right. Yeah.
What's this girl going up to 1,500 cc's for? She doesn't have the body
Dude,
for
yeah,
it.
some of those girls are like
I know.
bigger. I'm like,
I know. Like, calm
at that point,
down.
it like has to be an addiction, right?
I'm waiting for someone's skin to like tear.
Oh, I've
That's
seen
been
that.
on botched.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've seen it. Or they like a
Really?
hole
Where they
physically
couldn't,
in their
like,
nose.
They like
remember?
struggled to stitch
Yep.
it
Yep.
back shut so much that like before it was fully healed, like there's just not enough skin there, and it's just so stretched out that the
Why don't
scar
they
just rips
say
open
no?
because there's money.
Good doctors would say no.
Well, they would. They do say no a lot of times. Actually.
But no, on
Botch.
botch they say no all the
Yeah.
time. That's why it's like
Yeah.
when I first watched it with you, I was like, I don't want to watch a bunch of plastic surgeons doing weird shit. And I watched that
But then
first
again,
episode with you. I was like,
Especially when you go out of the
I'm thinking of a
country, if
nip
you get your plastic surgery
Mhm.
out of the country,
every one of them
they'll do a
always
lot
like,
of
well, I got a
shit.
boob job in Mexico for like $9, you know?
I know.
And now I'm here like, yeah,
Yeah.
Died getting a BBL in Mexico.
a Brazilian butt lift, yeah.
Yeah.
She got a BBL in Mexico and she fucking died. Like she was a famous TikToker. Wow,
TikToker.
TikToker or something. And she got some kind of really bad infection and went septic and fucking died.
Wow.
Oh gosh, yeah, that shit's scary.
Just do squats, girl.
I know.
I don't even know, like, what is that? Is that where they just take fat and then
Typically,
inject
it
it
all in
they
your
take
butt.
fat from your stomach and put it in your butt. But like a lot of the cheap ones, like I saw one where like they injected some chick's ass with like cement powder.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Yeah.
No,
That's crazy.
but we're gonna get out of here with that one because we gotta go. We have a party to go to. You ladies have places to go flash
yeah.
your lady bits around town. It's a one day of the year, Halloween, where you can be slutty and not get shamed for it, or have to
Sounds
sell
like
it
a
on
Mean
OnlyFans,
I know.
The one day a year.
which is sad. Girls should be able to be
This should
slutty
be-
all year.
I agree. Let's normalize it.
That's
Who
why people
the
just
fuck
call it
cares?
cosplay, and then they
Oh,
Halloween.
true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be down. Stacy knows. I'm dirty girls for life. DG4L.
Mhm.
DG4L. We're out.
Meh, 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 meh. But anyways, it's been awesome. Everybody knows. Go like and subscribe on YouTube. Leave a 5-star rating and review on iTunes. Also, obviously not on my normal set. We're on the Parents That Swear set tonight because we're recording some episodes of that tomorrow. Episode 1 just dropped. Go find that. I'll put some links in all the descriptions and shit. And yeah, we're going to go get blacked out drunk. Ladies, as always, it's a pleasure talking to you guys.
Thanks, Vic, for coming
Nice
on.
meeting
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah.
Love being on.
Yes, so this has been the Nooner Nation. I'm Bill Schofield. Good night.